Morning all. Nice, that's gold on the day. Hey, so there we go. Straight away, we're at gold. First trade of the day. Can't grumble at that. Happened to be the one we made 20 odd K on the first Tuesday that we traded, second Tuesday of the month, and the one that we made 30K on yesterday. So yes, thank you very much, NYSE. NYSE, absolutely, it's like printing money. Just moved $4. Got $17.50 was my entry, and I got out at $21. Well, my highest exit, my first entry was $17.50, and my highest exit was $21. But $19.92 was the second exit. So there you go. Can't grumble too much about that. I'll let that consolidate. Have a look at what else is available. S&P 500 is down heavy today. Look at this, guys. Down heavy. Hey, Eunice. Not absolutely stone cold. Nothing saying it's going to continue running. It's not on great volume, but it is risky to trade that at the moment. Hey, Cal. Oh, huge sell-off after the close yesterday on the S&P 500. Basically down to Microsoft, Google, AMD. A lot of the big tech stocks had very poor earnings and sold off, and that's affected the overall market. So what we're looking for today is a bit of a bounce with the FOMC this afternoon. So FOMC conferences this afternoon. We'll look for a bounce with regards to that, and then the rest of the big earners are going to be tomorrow. So let's see. Okay, CRBP. I can take a look at CRBP. Yeah, there's no volume. We're at 29 right now, Corbus Pharma, but there's no volume. It's like 17% up, but there's just no volume at all. Volume's not great on NYSE, but there's a lot more volume on NYSE than there is this. 43,000 shares traded at the moment on Corbus. What size did I take? 2,500 there, Mike. And next is like 5 times volume. I'll show you what we're talking about. So the reason the S&P 500 is down so heavy, if you look at this on the 15, got earnings from Microsoft yesterday. So Microsoft sold off. It's a nice little liquidity grab to start off with, but it sold off. Then we had Google. Google vomited. AMD. Again, AMD sold off. So a lot of these stocks yesterday that had earnings last night just didn't cut the mustard, and as a result, that's why the market's down. The Magnificent Seven, as they say, we've got a lot of those reporting tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a big day to watch on the markets. Big day today, FOMC conference. Hey, Neith. FOMC conference later today. So that's potentially going to well, not potentially. You always get a bit of volatility when the FOMC conference. So the rate decision comes out at 2, and then the conference is 2:30. And this morning, GlaxoSmithKline, I've not seen them. They're up slightly. So GSK earnings, Boeing, Otis, Rockwell Automation all got earnings this morning. And we've got Qualcomm, probably the biggest name this evening. Today's not a huge day for earnings. A couple of names in there, but not huge for earnings. But the FOMC rate decision and subsequent conference is likely to make some of the market moves. We also get oil and gas inventories later as well, and home purchase data, mortgage approvals, etc. Well, if you're trading a margin account, it's not so bad there, Mike. But when you're in a cash account, it eats into your buying power, because of course you've got to wait for the settlement as well once you've traded it. Plug. Plug power, wow. That's a big move. Oh, 25 cents there. No. Yeah, 25 cents. Not seeing any news catalyst right now on Plug or why it's moving as of today. It is highly shorted, very highly shorted. Spreads are actually quite wide for Plug, considering it normally gets normally fairly thickly traded, so it's normally very liquid stock, so the spreads are not usually a problem. The 2 cents at the moment, well, penny between 2 and 5 cents. So let's see if it can break $4. Yes, check out the link tree. There's one there called Capital Markets Elite Group, Shlomo. They'll be able to help you out there. No PDT rule in France. Also, interactive brokers, I believe in France there's no PDT rule for interactive, because I believe it's regulated out of Cyprus in France. Double check that one for me, but I think you're okay with PDT with interactive, and I think Capital Markets, which is the broker I use, there's no PDT rule with them, and the link to Capital Markets is in the link tree, which is pinned in the chat. Watching my team play Chelsea later, hence the shirt. It'll be a late one today. So get it over that $4 level, hold it. It's not easy. It's not easy. Anybody that tells you it's easy doesn't know what they're talking about. I've been watching. I like watching these Forex traders on TikTok talking nonsense, trying to sell the Telegram channels and the Signal channels on WhatsApp and Telegram. Yeah, I'm not enamored with this one. I think I've picked it. So first candle to break the low, which currently is 398. Sounds to me you've got a problem there, mate. But let's not talk about that. It's not a problem unless we call it one. No worries, Stephen. You're very welcome. Yeah, it's depending on how much you've got to lose, it's easy to lose it. If you don't know what you're doing, it's very easy to lose it. And dabbling with Forex is probably the way most people lose the money, because it's a low barrier to entry, both in terms of intelligence and capital. So don't trade Forex unless you've got a huge account. Leave the Forex to the institutions. There's nobody making money except the institutions in Forex and the people with large accounts. And more often than not, the large accounts are usually trading with someone else's money anyway. So the big traders, we're talking 7-figure traders. So if you've not got a 7-figure account, don't trade Forex. That's my advice. I'm not offering financial advice, that's just my advice. It's not a bad start. Next, see the big one from yesterday, and it's moving back up again. So I might actually take another look. The volume seems to have died out though. Not like this. I'm giving it 3 cents risk. If it breaks below $4, I'm getting it. not enamored. It's a nice flat top, sending wedge into a flat top, which is one of my favorite patterns to trade. Right, I'm just, the descending volume is kind of a bit of a worry. There's no catalyst for this big move. It's just popped up on no catalyst. $26K on NYSE I took yesterday. This breaks under $4 now on the bid. I'm out. Not risking much, like 4 cents, $100. $125 in the end. But yeah. So NYSE. Yesterday, we'll go to yesterday where we traded it. We got the big move there. This is where we got it. But we got this move here. We got this breakout here all the way up. So from like $20 all the way up to 28. That was lovely. I actually got more of it. You guys saw me trade it up to here, and then I drew a downwards resistance. I don't know why it's not still on there. Drew a descending resistance there, like that, and that's where I got in. I got in the break here, the increasing volume. It did pull all the way back, but I just held through that. I actually added to the position down here. And as it broke out, and that's where I made the money, made the rest of the money. So 26K trade there on NYSE, finished the day 24K up. It was a really good day yesterday, and we started off well enough this morning. No, bug wasn't a boredom trade. It's just I was looking to get in here for the break of new highs, and the break of $4. Got 403 was the fill, but it just never looked like it was going to hold $4. So put it early. Right, I'm streaming live a little bit early. I put the scanners up there as per request. I'm not putting the scanners up probably because I'll be trading in the Discord for the community rather than on the live. So now we're breaking highs, second attempt, but that's fine. Rail Vision looks like it's making some waves. No volume on it though, so looks like there might be some movement later in the day with a bit of volume comes in. Let's have a look at that. Starbucks was a decent earning last night, but it's probably the only one that was. Oh, and Chubb, but there's no volume on Chubb, no liquidity. What was I gonna do? Yeah, so earnings last night, I didn't actually get up and trade it. I slept through. I set my alarm and slept through it. So I set my alarm for 4 a.m. knowing that the market finishes at 5 my time, and I slept through it. So, and I'm actually kind of glad I did, because bit of a non-event, the earnings. I mean, there's a lot of selling off. I could have gone short on it, but expensive stocks to short, and if I'd taken a strangle, I probably wouldn't have got to break even. There's still time. What do you do in real life, Cal? Like this is playground. This is imaginary life. It's not real life at all. Oh my goodness. New Day Holdings. Fairy tales, absolutely. We are the Brothers Grimm. Oh, some of these trades I took over the last week have been grim. I think anybody that got in real estate in the last 20 years has had some nice gains, but it's not sustainable. That's the problem. Well, it's not sustainable in certain countries where it's. There's still some more developing countries where real estate is a good investment right now, but I would say a lot of countries it's topped out, and it's just not sustainable. Gotcha, you mosquito, little bastard. See that? Damn skeeters. I ain't no skeeters is greedy today. When did I start? 7:30. I put the scanners up there at 7 there, Alistair, so I was busy setting up, and then I took my first trade just after 7:30. Yeah, you missed that one. It was a nice little pop on NYSE. Like a $4 pop. $4? Yeah, $4 pop. Wasn't great volume, to be fair, so it was risky, and the spreads were. But based on what I took out of it yesterday, I felt comfortable. Well, interactive, they don't do CFDs. I'm using interactive, and it's not CFDs. So, you know, but CMEG doesn't do CFDs. So, capital markets. Interactive on CFDs. Let me just have a look at that one. Products and exchange. So US stocks and options. Interactive. I like their options chain Interactive. So they do CFDs. But I don't trade this. I don't trade CFDs. But I'm only trading stocks. Yeah, the CFDs are not US-based stocks. It looks like. Oh, yeah, there is some. There is some. Just looking at the website right now. But it's a limited selection of CFDs. Very limited selection of CFDs. But the majority, they do a lot. Most of the stocks you can find on Interactive. That's my experience, at least. No worries. There's the 8 o'clock scrum, the algorithmic scrum, all the algo trades going through, cleaning the books, market makers. I'm watching Paramount, but Paramount for me, I mean, is this a genuine move, or is it the algo trades again? 1575 on the ask, 50. The wide spreads for what it is. It's below the VWAP. If it gets back over 16, I might be interested in trading Paramount. If it gets back over 16, and that's a big if. Guardian Health is a bit of a mover today as well. Not really. CRBP's got no volume at all on it, Theodora. That's why I'm not watching CRBP right now. I mean, I can show you. Quite categorically, there's no trading going on under it. So Carver's Farm, nothing happening with it. What the hell's going on with my scanner? Enough to pay the bills, CJ. So I target myself. My target is 120k a month. That's USD. Yeah. So CRBP, no real volume to speak of, and you need volume. mean, yes, they announced a public offering. First thing, and this morning, they delivered a written notice to Jefferies that and called suspending and terminating the prospectus from yesterday. So they announced a public offering and then they terminated it. Go figure. There is a they have submitted a prospectus today. Supplement to June. I'm just reading it now. Subject to completion dated January 30th. Yeah. S3. So let's have a look, shall we? $2. It's now broke through my floor. Insights Bioscience announced positive end of phase 2 meeting with the FDA for PF614 to treat severe pain. It is, CJ. It is, but it depends on what you're looking, what you started. If you got less than 5k to lose, and I say it like that because you shouldn't put any money in your account that you can't afford to lose. If you've not got 5k, an expendable 5k as an absolute minimum, I wouldn't even consider day trading. That's the first thing I would say. Second thing is, don't even consider day trading for at least 3 months until you've practiced in a simulator and you've got consistent gains in a simulator. For at least 3 months. Now, the likelihood is probably going to be 6 to 12 months. No. Hit those highs. Hit those highs. You want to. So to make 5k a month, you're looking at 250 quid a day. So if you target yourself on a 1% gain on your equity position, or on your buying power position, you need about 6-7k in your account, plus the leverage. Up you go. I got greedy. It's okay. Greedy's not a bad thing. This better not be a pop and drop. That VWAP bounce, or we're getting there. think might cut this. Trading on hopium's not trading, Tony. You should know that. I'm gonna cut it at the VWAP. Cut it here now. Pop and drop. I hate them. As soon as you said you're welcome, it turned on us, Cal. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking as well, Cal. That's exactly what I was thinking. A nice buffer there for me to play with. So I've held it a bit too long. I was happy to hold it to the VWAP for a bounce, but I've ended up holding it to the 9. So the 9 is my cutoff here. If it closes out below the 9, I'm getting it. Got a little bit more than I should have done. Well, as long as it kills back to the $0.50. Back to the highs would be better, but back to the $0.50 would be nice. And reduce the exposure at that stage. It needs to take the VWAP first. Take and hold the VWAP. You know what? I'll take the hit. Easy come, easy go. Back above the VWAP, I might take another look, but plug power, the range on plug's not great. 3 cents, so it's not volatile enough. Next, he seems to be trying to curl back up. Over 20 could be interesting. Volume's picking up again. Yeah, absolutely, Cal. It's why I don't like trading those sub $2 stocks. I prefer to wait till it broke over $2 and then look at the move. Like sub dollar stock, you know, literal penny stocks are the worst for pop and drop. Let's get that. Let's smash that like button. Let's get the thumbs up button smashed. We're near the 17 likes before the bell, so we've got a long time before the bell. I've normally only just gone live at this stage, so let's have a look. No. If it gets over this level here, the quarter dollar, back over the VWAP, breaks the quarter dollar, I might take another position for a curl up. But other than that, not a lot else moving. Watching next, see she's kind of sideways around the VWAP. Starbucks is looking nice, just on low volume. Yeah, well, I started this month with 10k, Amanda. So I'm a little bit ahead of you. Only joking, buddy. That's a really good that's really good return on a month. Really is. Well done. It's all relative, Cal. You know yourself. It's all about sizing. If you're going in with 10,000 shares, and you know, I've effectively lost 40 cents. So I'm going in with 1,000 shares. It's only $400 as opposed to 4,000. So all relative. Like I said, back over a quarter dollar here, and I'll take another position for a move back up. It might be a slower grind, but we'll see. There's not a lot else moving, so got momentum stock right now. Actually, I don't know why next is there. Just, yeah, I suppose those algo spikes are ruining it, making it look like it's up 16%, but it's not. Hey Thomas, good morning, Trader 83. Yeah, I've done that one, Amanda. This time last year I started a small account challenge with 5k, and I got it up to 112, and then gave that 30k on the last 2 days in February. That was just a February challenge. To be fair, I was being extremely aggressive with that. It was a case of I didn't really mind blowing the account up, which is not what you want to be doing. It was really just could I do it kind of thing. Amanda, my link is you get it in my profile, the link tree in my profile. You got all my links there, the links to all my socials, my email. There's a link tree there that you get all of the details, links to the scanners, links to the broker, links to everything that I use, the platform I use, all there in the in my profile. Just click through to my profile, you'll find it. And if you have any problems, my email's there as well, and you can mail me directly. Are we double bottoming on the 20 here? On the $2. We're still now we're looking at 220 for the break. Potential double bottom. W shape, so it gets back up to 220, back over the VWAP. That's when I'll be interested in that. Real Vision. Are we getting some volume in that? No, it's just it's holding under. It's kind of flat topping at 17. Real Vision. We'll see. That's a nice little move. New York Community Bank sold off hard. What's going on here? Sold off hard this morning. Last time banks started selling off was this time last year with the Silvergate and Silicon Valley. Right. Earnings. That's why. So New York Community Bank, very bad earnings. They've missed the revenue by 36 million. And sales by 800 million. Whoa. That's terrible. Oh no, it's not 800 million. It's a 71 million miss. Still big. It's the sell-off. So one for shorting. It is not difficult. It's not hard to borrow. Back to NYSE. Look for this. So if you're trading a double bottom, what you want to be doing is you want to be looking at putting like a trend line here. That's your stop. That's underneath the W. That's your stop there, and your entry will be here of the swing high in the middle of the W. So you get the W pattern. That's where you enter, looking for 218 or above for your entry, and then your stop is this trend line here where the W bottomed out, effectively the double of the double bottom. If you get a new low there, that's the pattern breaking down, and you get out. Showing how to trade a double bottom. See what else is moving. NYSE sideways. Minimum under the VWAP. Everything that's popped is under the VWAP, really. All right, let's see what we get here. But being quick with your hotkeys there, Stallion. The problem with it, if you get caught in a flush and you're using limit orders, is very difficult to get out of it. Just you mind your risk. Can't use stops because they won't execute. You can't use market orders, they won't execute. You have to use limit orders. Day trading, I normally go live around 8 o'clock market time. So whatever time that is where you are. So it's about 90 minutes before the market opens. And let's get nine more people to smash that thumbs up button. That's my stop for trading this double bottom. I do trade after hours when it's earnings. Earnings is the only time I really trade after hours, or if there's something that's got a lot of liquidity and volume, and I've been trading it all day and I'm continuing to after hours. But your liquidity is usually very poor after hours. It's even worse than pre-market. So the only time you get good liquidity is usually around earnings, and it's usually around the coffee table names, the big, the large caps. Well, after hours, if I'm trading after hours, it's usually earnings. Probably won't be doing it today because we're watching the football, but Tomorrow's going to be a good after hours. I missed it yesterday because I fell asleep because I'm 13 hours ahead of the market. So I was supposed to set my alarm for 4 a.m. because the market closes at 5 a.m. my time. I set my alarm and I slept through it. Right, as far as I'm concerned now, quite a lot of sellers up there at 230, 228. Well, this double bottom play out, like I said, that purple line is my stop. Just happens to coincide at the moment with the 20 EMA. Yeah, Carl. Well, you know me. I hold a lot longer than the average scalper. My average hold time is about an hour. I'm risking 10 cents on the share now. Because the bottom of the WD, the pending support is now at 210. A flat top ish, around 235. High highs, higher lows, we like that. Keep it coming. $240 on the bid. Take a little bit off. Because broke taking profits, as I like to say. And VVE is up at the $0.50 as well, 250. Gonna take half off there, and the rest is at break even. I could have let it just play out. It probably will go up to the highs without breaking that ascending support. Why risk it? May as well just base hits. Power breaking higher day. VWAP is now my stop. Trying to find a bit of support on the 9. What's a Google Nest? Okay, that's it. 1 more cent. Okay. I'll take a little bit of profit on this one. Pay for the transaction. All right, okay. One of those smart home, connected home nonsense. Yeah, okay, I get you. I get you. I think Amazon Smart Home's probably the best one of those, but I think they're all a bit crap, personally. What's wrong with turning your thermostat up and down yourself? You're getting lazy. I've got a remote control here for my AC. Push the button. Don't have to get up. Doesn't have to be connected to your phone or anything. Why do you want to be able to control your thermostat from while you're out of the house? I mean, I suppose actually if you're in a winter environment, there is advantage to it because you don't want your pipes freezing while you're out. You can put your heating on for a couple of hours a day just to make sure your pipes don't freeze over, because the last thing you want is a flood in winter. broke that ascending resistance, so that's my key to get out. That was my stop anyway, but I was going to get out there if it broke low, so that's fine. We didn't quite get the double bottom breakout, but we still made a little bit of profit on that. Nothing to say that that won't bounce and go back up, but that's how you would normally trade a double bottom. Just took a little bit of profit when it first candle to make a new low, which was this one. Took a little bit of profit there, and then the rest at break even. Just at break even. Minimum testing the VWAP. Not great volume. Reasonable. Not great. Chemtrex. Let's have a look at Chemtrex. No volume. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Still, the volume's not too bad. This last 5 minutes. Is there a catalyst? Chemtrex receives a 3.8 million in new orders for 2 advanced industrial service projects. So there is a catalyst. That's just typical, isn't it? I go to press an order, it's me that drives the price up to 480. Yeah, it is. I didn't cause the doji, I caused the spike, not the doji. I pushed the price up, someone else pushed it down. What's going on with this? Mad. Spreads are just ridiculous. Come on, I was profitable for a second then. What are you playing at, Chemtrex? There's the devil horns. Multiple time frames. There's above the 9, I'll be okay, I think. Volume's drying up though. That's the problem with this one. Volume's dried up big time. I got it in the volume spike and the volume top. What's my profit for the week? We're only on Wednesday. Yeah, 30k. So for 30k before today. Realized profit 32k right now. That's for the week. Monday, Tuesday. 6k Monday, 24k yesterday. Nice run on NYSE yesterday. A nice run on NYSE this morning, but held in size way too long. I've held this one too long as well. Get out of that. Did go briefly red yesterday before I made the run up. Revelation bio, horrible spreads, no volume, not even worth looking at. I don't know why I'm looking at it. What's my trade? Today I started with just under 150k in equity there. It's not bad considering I started the month with 10. So 140k in profit across the month. That's net profit, that is. So my stats would say I'm actually more than that. Gross profit this month so far 155k 528 and just under 140k net after the fees and charges. No, for this year, for this 3 months, January, February and March, I'm starting with 10k. I've started January with 10,000 and I'm up 140, well, the best part of 140k. Last year I started every month with a 6 figure, so depending on what my profits were the previous month, I would withdraw my profits to the nearest 5k or whatever it was, that would leave me above 100k in the account. What I was doing. Why did I start with 10k? Because the idea was I was going to start trading smaller. I was going to trade, do a small account challenge, a 10k. A lot of people. That's a realistic thing to start with. And last year was quite stressful. It was a very profitable year, but it's very stressful. So I thought I'll scale back a bit. Maybe just start with 10k in the account. It'll take me back to trading the basics, and probably hasn't really done that. Didn't help that I traded. I managed to get 4k on my first day, which was off a 10k, so took it up to, that's a 40% gain, which is phenomenal. And then on the next day, I got over 100% gain on that 14. And that was NYSE run up, and I got over 20k with NYSE on that was on the couple of Tuesdays ago. And so I'd made like 25k in 2 days off a 10k starting position. So that just kind of set me up, and then I had like 35k position to start growing the account, and it's just snowballed. So it's been a good month so far. No, you wouldn't. No, it doesn't work like that. If you start with 1,000, you're probably going to lose 1,000. It's that. My results are not typical. I'll caveat that. What I do, I do as I say, not as I do it. I always say that I risk more than I probably should do, and I'm more aggressive than I advise people to be. But also, if you're starting with less than 5k, you're going to lose it. That's my take on it. So if you're starting with less than 5k, $1,000 is, particularly for a beginner trader, you're going to lose $1,000. It's that simple. With fees and charges and commissions, etc., it's difficult to make that kind of gain on a grand. So if you want to make 10k a month, you break that down and you're looking at 500 a day on average, 20 trading days across a month. So you say that's 500 a day. So what do I need to make 500 a day? Can I make it on 5,000? Well, you can, but that means you're going to be very aggressive and trying to get 10% gain on average. You're looking at that 10% gain. So your average is 500 a day, but you're starting with a 5k position, 500 a day. It's doable, but it's very, very tricky, very, very risky, and your risk to reward to achieve that is probably going to be very, very hard. So a 10k position, it's a lot easier. The more you've got in your account, the easier it is to make that kind of money. So percentage wise, you want to be looking at setting yourself a goal of kind of 2%, and then you're risking 1%, and that way you can move up. So if you've got 10k a day, you can make 500-ish. I wouldn't recommend that you do that, but that's an aggressive. I would say that's very aggressive if you're doing that. And I wouldn't even chance doing that until you've exhibited some kind of consistency in your trading. So what I mean by that is you don't go live with an active money account unless you're proven to a level of consistency in a simulator first. Try trading in a simulator. If you can't be profitable in a simulator, you're certainly not going to be profitable with a real live account when there's emotions kicking in and influencing your trading. So make sure you've got some level of consistency first and start small, because to cater for those emotions it's probably the biggest obstacle you're going to come across in trading, is getting over your own emotions. Emotional trading is probably the biggest cause of people losing money. So if you've got a 10k account and you're in for $1,000 and you end up $1,000 down in a red position, then fear is going to make you cancel that, and then you'll see that it takes off, and you could have made $2,000-3,000 on that position because you had a leveraged. So just trade smaller to start off with. I very often, people who are regulars to this channel, I very often use the analogy of learning to swim. And the first thing you do is learn to tread water and learn to stay afloat. Once you've learned to stay afloat, then you can start moving in the direction you want to move. But staying afloat and protecting your equity is everything. That's the first and foremost of trading. If you get into trading because you want to make loads of money, you're already approaching it with the wrong mindset. You get into trading with pitting yourself against the market with a view to protecting your money and increasing it higher than the market will. So you're trying to beat the market. You're not trying to make $1 million overnight or anything like that, because with that kind of mindset, you're going to lose it. No, it's not. For a beginner, you want to be trying to you want to be trying to tread water. You want to be trying to try to beat your commissions. That's what I would say for a beginner. A beginner is about treading water and staying afloat, keeping your equity position balanced. Making profits comes once you've got consistency. If you can't get the consistency, you're going to lose your money. So to start off with, you want to, a beginner, your priority is to protect your equity position. Not about making profits to start off with. It's about protecting that equity, and occasionally you'll get a nice runner that goes parabolic, you put a trailing stop in place, and now there's your profits for the month. But more often than not, you'll be as up as much as you're down. You're going to have losing trades. You look at me, I've got 3 losing trades today. And I'm just barely, it's kind of a scratch day really. But yesterday, I was down about this time yesterday as well, and ended up going on to make over 20k. So Luna, swing trade? No, Trevor. It's not a swing trade stock. Intuitive Machines, no volume on it. So it's not a day trade. There's no trade on it. As far as I'm concerned, look, you fill your boots. But for a day trade, you need 2 things, volatility and volume. There's no volatility. The average true range on the 1-minute chart there is only 2 cents. There's no volume. There's been 72, approaching 73,000 shares traded all day today. So there's no volume. So Luna right now, or Intuitive Machines is the company, but Luna right now, it's not a day trade. It's $3. That should tell you a lot about the stock. If you're going to be swing trading, you want to be looking at strong stocks that will trend. This is a piece of garbage. This is a garbage stock that you don't want to be holding overnight. You don't want to be holding it over a weekend. You want to be getting in this when it's got a bit of momentum. Yesterday it had a bit of momentum. It went from $3 during the regular session. It went from $3 up to $3.50, and you could have traded that momentum. But it has to do it on good volume. So if you're looking for a swing trade, I prefer to say look for the stronger stocks that are have a little bit of an economic moat around them, so that when they start trending, they're going to hold that trend for longer. That's really what you want to look at for swing trades. John, that's exactly right. You know me, Vol. You know me. Good morning, Robin. Paramount over a VWAP. Maybe. Oh wait. So we've got half an hour before the market opens, so there's plenty time for us to find something to trade. I mean, it's got a shelf there, Volt. All stocks have got an offering. That's why they're actually, yeah. No, I mean, if you approach the market with a view to thinking it's a get rich quick, it's not. It can be a very lucrative profession, like any other high paying profession. It comes at a cost. You have to educate yourself. No high paid profession you can't get a high paid profession without an education. It's as simple as that. Now, whether you educate yourself on trading or whether you educate yourself on law to become a barrister or a solicitor or a lawyer or whatever you want to call it, or you get yourself an education on medicine to become a doctor or a vet or a dentist or whatever. No high-paying profession comes without an education. There's none of this, you know, I'm going to buy signals from my Telegram group and I'm just going to YOLO in and make a fortune. Those kind of lottery numbers, go buy yourself a scratchy. You know, back in 2020, 2021, the crypto bull market, people were doing that. They were putting the stimulus money, the stimulus check into a particular coin, Dogecoin or whatever else, and it was moving up and they thought they got the market cracked. And guess what? A lot of those, I watched the Dumb Money the other day. If you're interested in the Wall Street thing, it's not a great movie, to be fair. It's not a patch on the Boiler Room or you know, Glenn Garrigan, Ross or anything like that. It's not a great movie, but if you're interested in the GME squeeze from a couple of years ago, then you might be interested in it. But the interesting part about that is the dumb money, literal dumb money. People that were diamond handsing the GameStop stock, and there's people there that are still diamond hands in GameStop stock today, and they're down so much. It went up to like $500 a share, over $500 a share, and they're still holding it to this day. They've lost money. They're never going to get that money back. Ukulele, they're not offering platform free deals that I'm aware. Yeah, absolutely, Ricky. But if you sign up through my link, they will offer you a half price platform fee. So $120 as opposed to the $250. In most cases, it's bad for the price. Giala, sorry if I'm butchering your name, but in most cases it's bad for the price. But it depends on the offering. So if it's an offering, but the price is higher than the current market price, it can actually move the stock up. I've seen that a couple of times. It can move the stock price up. But in most cases, it's a dilution of the float, in which case people who own the stock already, they will have less percentage ownership of the company with their existing stock that they own. There's dilution of the float, which means that the stock price tumbles. In most cases, that's what happens. And when an offering comes out, more often than not, it usually drops anywhere between kind of 30 and 60% of the market price. Secondary offering, that is. If you're new to my channel, do I find a particular time pre-market that's more volatile? Pre-market, 7 o'clock. Well, it's usually the top and bottom of the hour. Top of the hour when you get news drops. That's where you usually get an introduction of volatility. The most volatile time of day is in about 30 minutes time when the market opens. It's that first 15 minutes from 9:30 to 9:45. That's when the most volatile time of the day. After that, the second most volatile time of the day is from 9:45 till 10. Then it's probably the last 15 minutes of the market after that. So. There's no offering today. It's just a shelf offer. It's a shelf registration. I don't even think. I didn't even see this shelf. When was this shelf posted? Published? False. Yeah, I'm watching it, but there's no volume at the minute, so I'm waiting for volume to come in on that one. Mike. Rail Vision's been quite strong, but if you look at it on the daily, this is why it's strong. So there's no volume at the minute, so there's no trade at the minute. But if you look at it on the daily, you see how strong it's been this last week. Oh, I traded it last week. Get rid of that line. you can see how strong it's been. It had a move up yesterday, pre-market, at the bell actually, and then sold off and went almost went red on the day, but not quite. It did go red at one point, and we're gapping up slightly today. We're 9% up at the moment, but I'm watching this for volume to pick up, because you see there's no volume at all in comparison to the last few days. Rail vision could be interesting if the volume picks up. There was an initial offering in January. That's an S1, that's not a shelf. Looking for an S3. Can you see an S3? Not seeing any S3. Were you seeing this shelf there, Vols? All right, yeah, you're right, it's an S1. I couldn't see any S3. Should one be on the prowl for press releases, Ricky Ticky? Why be on the prowl for it? Get Benzinga. They come out. It gives it, delivers it to you in front of you. That's a bit of a dump. $2. I'm not seeing any news drop. I'll keep my eye on next. See if it gets back over 19, I'll definitely be interested. Right now it's looking I'm putting the top gappers right now. This arrow there. CRBP is up, but you can't trade it. Actually, the volume's coming in now. Orbis. Spread's like 70 cents on the spread. Dollar on the 1 minute range. Yeah, but it wasn't great volume up until then. So Ricky Ticky, so the what platform am I using? Absolutely, Ricky Ticky already told you it's Dash Trader Pro. There's a link to it in the link tree there, Akash. Yeah, there's a lot of small size going through on this CRBP. I don't look at the size of the orders going through on the time and sales, because you never know what size orders actually gone through, and the market makers have broken it up and divided it up amongst other traders. So you can put a 5,000 share order in there, and it gets broken up into 500 share into 10 500 share lots amongst other people, and there's, you know, well, you'll see that on the time and sales, but you get where I'm going with it. There's a lot of zeros showing up on the ticker, which is like less than 50, because if it was over 50, it should show up as a 1. Rounded to the nearest 100. Are they not showing 3 different stocks? I do apologize. Paramount. I'm gonna get over a VWAP here. What's going on here? I'm in blocked out here. Can anybody hear me here? Yeah, let's just. I think there's something going on with Restream. Yeah, it might be something to do with Restream. Okay, is YouTube there working there, Alistair? Because and obviously it's work. It seems to be working. All right, okay. I don't know why it said it disconnected, but I guess it's just the chat that's disconnected. Let me see if I can. Chat disconnected. I don't know why that's chat's not working on YouTube. Go figure. Oh, I can't read any comments on YouTube because for some reason the chat's not working. But we'll try and get it on. I guess I'll just talk to myself in the meantime. Yeah, it's fine, but there's no chat, or maybe there is chat and I'm just not seeing it. Not getting any internet connection here. Yeah, this is weird. I'm trying to open a new website and no internet connection. Look, I'll just carry on streaming. As long as it's streaming, I'll just carry on. That's all right, Ricky. You can head over to they see more on the tube than they do. Paralegal, no, Paramount, and the breakout here. 5 cents short. Oh, it must be just me that's not connected to the chat for whatever reason then. Because I can't get onto Restream either. $0.08. I kind of like that flat top, so I'm surprised we didn't get a bit more of a breakout. Why I'm not able to I can see the TikTok stream. I'm getting some. I'm back. Oh, my chat's back. Okay. You always do talk crap about me, Mike. That's the 10 cents. Okay. I'll take the L. I'm taking quite a few. I'm a Chelsea fan. You can tell with my shirt. Oh, stop. What's going on with this chat? Awesome. He's volume. Thank goodness. Wow. Check that out for a dump. It's got to be the offering that they didn't want to go with. Must be. I'm having gremlins. I'm not trading with gremlins, that's for sure. I think I've lost connectivity here. 23. Yeah, looks like I've lost connectivity. Oh, I've got 6 minutes before the bell rings. Yeah, the range on plug isn't great though.